What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest. We are brought to you by FanArc. And now we're getting close to when some things could start happening. Now, Brian Thomas Jr. has been floated out there. A little Coleman for Thomas. Now, as far as salaries, whew, that's a good one. But, again, I don't know how many Bills fans watched outside of Buffalo Bills football this year. But Brian Thomas had a fall off. He did not have his rookie campaign. In fact, a rookie came in and took all of his touches in PJ Washington. He never got it going at all this year. He was hurt. To me, this isn't a proven number one. This would be a great addition. If you could go get a number one and Brian Thomas Jr., who we can legit say has the potential to be at least a number two, number one in this league because he had a good rookie season where Coleman has never had a good rookie season or any season. So if you could get this on the cheap, I love it, and still go after another wide receiver, I really love it. Because we got about 70 million in flexible spending here that we could try to get cheeky with. We could try to work in trades. We have some ability to move around. But the question is, how much is Bean going to move around or try to move around? But if you could get somebody like a Brian Thomas Jr. on the cheap for a Keon Coleman, shit, I would do that straight up. I don't think Jacksonville would, but as a GM of Buffalo, I would straight up do that. Similar salaries. Thomas is better. There's no way Jacksonville doesn't know that, unless they just think he's no longer part of their scheme because they have PJ Washington. And we'd be giving them another big-bodied young wide receiver because PJ Washington's more of that slot tiny guy, more of a Tyreek kind of guy. So maybe it could work. Maybe it could work. I wouldn't want to be giving up Coleman picks and a bunch of stuff for Brian Thomas Jr. I'd give up a little, not a lot. I'll tell you where I wouldn't give up. Trading Deion Dawkins. I know he's expensive. I understand that. But do you understand why you had the league leading rusher last year? That O-line is tough, man. Personally, I wouldn't really want to mess with an O-line, especially one that has the chemistry, that has been clicking, that has shown you they can establish a run when they want to. Because that's not all Cook and Allen. I would not be messing around with getting rid of anybody on the O-line. Anybody. I would be going to Josh before I went to Deion Dawkins, asking Josh to take a little bit of a pay cut this year. That's where I would go first. That would be risky. And I don't really know what you get. What are you trying to get for him? Another wideout? You trying to get another O-line? Sure, maybe if that's what gets you over the hump of getting somebody like a Justin Jefferson or an A.J. Brown, a top-tier, top 5 wide receiver, maybe. But that is a big gamble to try and take a risk, roll the dice with your left tackle going into a new season when you just shown you could establish the run at any moment. I don't like that move at all. Now, again, none of these moves are coming out of Bean's mouth. This is all the media rumors going on. This isn't Bean. This is just stuff that's being floated out there by the media. A lot of sporting news, Yahoo, things of that nature. This isn't coming out of Bean. This is the fun year of hypotheticals, what ifs, the classic what ifs. And another good what if I've seen sending picks and Coleman for Max Crosby. Maybe. depending on what picks. I'd rather send those picks to go get a wide receiver personally. I don't know. This might be a hot take. I don't know if somebody like Max Crosby is taking that defense to the level that they expect. Sure, it might get a little bit better, but I don't know, man. I don't know. That one is. I know our defense struggled, and we do need somebody, but it almost comes down to what do I want to use those picks more for? I'd rather go get a proven wide receiver. The NFL, as much as people are going to say the Seahawks defense was great, New England's defense was great. New England didn't play shit all year. Their offense was not that great. Yeah, they put up points, but that offense was so bad in the Super Bowl that it would have made any defense look good. And I'm starting to go to the other end of the spectrum, and I'm wondering if you just had an all-star offense. I don't care who you put out on defense. Try to stop it. Try to stop it. Because I don't think it is going to be possible for Buffalo to do everything, if that makes sense. I don't think they're going to be able to lock in all these free agents that they want as far as on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. I think they're going to have to lean a little bit more one direction. And my guess is with an offensive-minded coach hired by Brandon Beane, I think they're going to lean more offensively. I personally would rather take a gamble in the draft trying to get an edge or somebody like that. Somebody like that. Because we're seeing how hard it is to get number ones. And when you get number ones, you hold them now. You hold them. So if we got to use these picks to go get the Justin Jefferson, the George Pickens, the A.J. Browns, whatever, I think that's what they should be used for, personally. What it comes down to, I don't know. My best educated guess is offensive stuff because, again, the head coach is an offensive-minded coach. But we're getting close, folks. March 3rd, we can legally tamper. As if there isn't any tampering going on right now. As if guys aren't out on the golf course shooting the shit saying, hey, think we could get this done? Go talk to your agent. Go talk to let's see. Because that's going on. So we have the non-legal tampering. We're in that moment right now where the guys are doing it not legally, could go to jail. Dun, dun, dun. But then March 3rd, I love how they call it legal tampering. I love that. Absolutely love it. It can begin. So we're getting close to finding out what way, because Buffalo's going to start making some picks. I guess if you really wanted to guess on what way they're leaning, look what they have already done to their practice squad. They got a wide receiver and a backup quarterback. Both offense. But we are getting close to see what Beane has in store, because he knows it. We all know it. It's a big year for Brandon Beane. And again, if he pulls it off under all of this pressure, that's a nominee for GM of the Year award. That could be a potential nominee. That could be. But that has been it for today's Bills Latest, folks. Again, we are brought to you by FanArc. We will be back tomorrow with more trade rumors and fun stuff. Again, we hope you hit that like and subscribe button down below. It helps us out tremendously. Feel free to throw in some comments too. Those are always fun. Thank you, guys.